You think he'll dodge if I throw a mock punch? The boxer grinned, rocking on his toes as if the pavement were his ring. His voice wasn't loud, but it cut through the crowd like a razor, just sharp enough to turn heads, just bold enough for phones to rise. It wasn't a question, it was a taunt, a flex, a line meant to prove something to someone, maybe himself. They stood before the tomb of the unknown soldier, marble solemn and eternal, a place where time slows and voices hush. But not his, not now, for in his mind, he wasn't in a sacred space. He was center stage before an audience. The guard, of course, didn't stir, rigid in his ceremonial uniform, rifle at his shoulder, face forged in steel. He didn't flinch when the boxer laughed, didn't blink as the man stepped closer, crossing the invisible line of respect every American knows to honor. A whisper rippled through the crowd. He's not really going to do it. But he did. A quick jab, not full force, but crisp enough to stir the air and graze the guard's cap. Just enough to claim I touched him, just enough to feel powerful. Then, in an instant, everything changed. With a single, fluid motion, like a spring snapping free, the tomb guard pivoted, rifle lowered, boots slicing the stone with chilling precision. His voice erupted from within, "Stand back from the tomb." The command boomed with centuries of silence behind it, a voice that didn't shout for volume, but for legacy. The boxer stumbled back, hands half raised, face drained of color, but the guard didn't pursue. He didn't break formation. He advanced 3 steps, then returned to his post. The message was clear. Then came the others, stepping from behind the black rails, from the plaza's shadowed corners. For more soldiers, honor guard, formal, focused, not running, not rushing, just appearing with boots like thunder, with presence like judgment. The crowd fell silent. No laughter now, no snickers, just stillness, and cameras that shifted from filming a prank to documenting a reckoning. A senior officer approached the boxer calmly, his nameplate reading Hadley, his posture carved from decades of command. He didn't need backup, but it stood ready. "You just struck a member of the 3rd U.S. Infantry Regiment," he said evenly, in front of civilians, veterans, before a tomb that honors every American who never made it home. The boxer stammered, "It wasn't like that. You touched a soldier during his sacred duty." Hadley cut in, his voice steady but heavy enough to pin the man in place. "You thought he was a prop, a mannequin. You thought this place was about you." Silence hung. "Let me tell you what you didn't see," Hadley continued. "That guard stood motionless for over an hour in 100-degree heat, in freezing rain, through injuries, through exhaustion, because behind that stillness lies a vow to honor every nameless soul, to ensure the world never forgets those who gave everything and got nothing." The boxer's fists had lowered. He wasn't bouncing anymore. His feet were flat, and he looked like a boy caught in a fire he'd set but couldn't contain. Then the guard, the one he'd provoked, turned his head, just slightly, just enough to meet his eyes. His face wasn't angry, only calm, but behind that calm was something fiercer than rage, unshakable purpose. That one look said it all. "You don't scare me. You don't matter here. This moment isn't yours." Hadley stepped closer. "We're not going to arrest you. That would give you a story, a headline. Instead, we'll do something worse." The boxer blinked. "What?" "We'll let you stand here as this crowd passes by, as children ask their parents why you disrespected a hero's grave, as your video goes viral, not for your punch, but for your mistake." The soldiers stepped back, the others returned to their posts, and slowly, the ceremony resumed. The changing of the guard began anew. Boots clicked, rifles flipped, and the silence returned, heavy and proud. The boxer stood alone. People passed, their eyes filled with quiet disappointment. No one heckled. That would have been mercy. What he felt was worse, irrelevance. He'd tried to be the loudest moment in a place built on silence, and he failed. 30 minutes later, he was gone. No fanfare, no words, just a lesson buried deep in his gut, where shame lingers longer than bruises. The guard? He never stopped, never blinked, never changed his expression. He wasn't there for clowns, he was there for ghosts. Some places are guarded not by walls, but by discipline, and some lessons don't need fists, just silence that reminds you not everything is about you. Before we end this tale, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.